Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
How are we this evening?
All right.
I didn't ask you. So yes, we've got the war of who can get in first going again. Between Becky, Steve, and of course Pixie. So it's another version of Monday Mayhem. So
Hello, Steve.
oh dear, I think Becky thinks that she's missed it altogether. So Mr. P's just in the kitchen making a coffee. He's I love this time better. Thank you very much, Becky. So I've got a slight announcement to make tonight. So it's nothing bad, or in fact, to some it might be good. So it's not worth keep repeating it. So I'll wait for a few more people to come in. Hi, Becky and Steve, by the way. So I'll wait till we've. No, well, you must be joking. It'd be immaculate conception as well. So
It's that stoke that's bringing it.
Yeah. Well, I won't let you be making announcement, would I? So it's nothing. It's nothing sort of bad or anything. It's just but I don't want to keep repeating myself, so I'm only going to do it once. So what did Chris do now? Chris hasn't done anything for once, Becky. It's just a slight change to the schedule, let's just say. Not tonight, eh?
Oh, I know what you're about. Is it for doing that?
Yeah. So I miss being first in line. You see, I mean, we've got sort of, car wars and this, that, and other wars. I've got sort of being first wars. No, I'm not. You must be joking, Steve. That boat sailed a long time ago. No. Yeah, plus it'd have to be immaculate conception as well. What did Chris do to you? He hasn't done anything. So I'll put you out your misery, right?
No, you gotta wait till a few more people come in.
Well, there's 7 watching. If I have to keep repeating myself, I'll keep repeating myself. Hiya, Tracy.
Oh, Tracy.
Well, what it is, me and Tracy have got a live stream set up for tomorrow, but as an added bonus, I'm going to change the schedule on Friday evening and do another baking live stream, a Halloween special.
Ooh.
So I'm doing 2 baking live streams this week, one on Tuesday and one on Friday, with it being Halloween on Saturday. Hiya, Amjad, how are you?
How do Amjad?
So, going along with the Halloween theme, I'm going to be making chocolate spiderweb donuts. I couldn't think of the name of them for a minute then. And pumpkin chocolate chip muffins. I'm going to be doing 2. That's 4, isn't it? I'm going to be doing 2.
Just in and out with
birthday, but it's Harry's birthday tomorrow.
Oh, happy birthday to Harry for tomorrow.
Yeah. So yeah. So this week I'm going to be doing 2 baking live streams, one tomorrow, and a change from the schedule on Friday. Instead of a normal live stream on Friday, I'm going to be doing another baking stream, a Halloween special. So there you go. That's sort of the announcement I wanted to make. You know, me and Tracy had already sort of sorted something out for tomorrow. But so yeah, so they're quite relatively quick things, but it's going to feel like another Tuesday on Friday. But you know, we've been sort of Halloween on Saturday. I thought, well, you know, anyway, so I'm going to be doing 2 baking live streams this week, one tomorrow and one on Friday. But as sort of on a Tuesday, I only sort of try and go just over an hour. Hopefully, the one on Friday will be the full 2 hours. So yeah, but you know, the baked donuts. So basically, you know, they can both roll on from each other. So I've just got a little bit of a question. So
whatever it is.
Does anybody know what these are? Well, Chris knows what they are anyway. So, but I've got the sticker facing me, so you can't look at the sticker and see what they are. So, does anybody know what they are? Any ideas? Suppository. It's a rainbow. And the winner is, yes, Kate and Amjad. They are lollipop sticks. In rainbow colours. So obviously there's red, orange, yellow, green, blue and purple. So they are lolly sticks. So I did think when I ordered them, ding, I did think when I ordered them there were only 50 in them, but there's 100. So basically, wasn't sure if it was plasticine at first. But yeah, when I ordered them, I thought there was only 50 in them. I don't know what I'm going to do with 100 lolly sticks, but they're in anticipation of making toffee apples. But I have sort of seen a hack. Obviously, I've been watching Rolling Papers. Amjad and Kate got it. They are lolly sticks. I have sort of been watching some YouTube videos, 2 in fact. It does say when you're making bonfire toffee apples that you put them in boiling water for about a minute or so and it softens them so the toffee actually sticks to the apples. You can make your own ice cream. So yeah, so that's the first video I've been watching, like submersing the apples in boiling water. One, it gets all the you know, like if they've been sprayed or something like that, it it gets rid of all the glossiness of the apple, so the toffee sticks to the apples better. DIY magnums. So yes, and the second one that hiya Johnny, how are you? So yeah, the second one is I've been doing a bit of research and trying to get some pumpkin puree, but you've either got to buy it in bulk or it's very expensive.
Just worked out.
Oh, so hi Vanessa, how are you?
Hello, Vanessa.
So basically, I've watched a video on YouTube how to make pumpkin puree from scratch. Oh,
What?
I have pumpkin puree. Oh, so anyway, I've been watching a video how to make your own, and it's simple, really. Frozen in the fridge. Well, Nari tells me. So anyway, the plan is Chris is going to get me a pumpkin, and basically you cut it in half from last one oh, so anyway, you cut the pumpkin in half. You like take all the seeds and all the pith and whatever it is that's inside it, and basically you put the two halves on a baking sheet and you roast it for about an hour. So basically, when it comes out the oven, the skin's soft and all the insides are soft. So obviously, once it's cooled down a little bit and you're able to, it scoops out a lot easier. So then basically all you do is chuck it in a food processor until it's a puree, obviously. So that's how I'm getting around that one. But it does say because I'm making pumpkin chocolate chip muffins, that you can either use a pumpkin or butternut squash. It's about the size of half a French stick. But anyway, that's the second plan I've got in mind. I'm going to get a pumpkin, roast it, and make my own puree. Not pumpkin, tinned pumpkin, Becky. Not the tinned variety. It's not very common here in the UK, but you can get it off Amazon, but you've got to buy probably 3 or 6 tins, I think it is. Same as I said to Chris, I only want 1 tin or 250 grams. So what's the point in ordering like 3 or 4 tins or whatever when I'm only going to be using it for that one, that one recipe? So I says, well, pumpkins is cheap enough. So I looked up making, pumpkin puree from scratch. Plus, it adds to the, thing that everything I've made from scratch. You know what I mean? So, oh, Vanessa says pumpkin pie, spiced pumpkin, as I've cubes make good drinks. Ooh. But yeah, I mean, no disrespect to other some channels, like I've been watching some a cooking or whatever channel that I did a ooh. Can you use fresh pumpkin? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Tracy. I'm gonna get a pumpkin, but to get pumpkin puree, you have to what they call roast it in oven for about an hour. So it makes the skin soft and it makes the inside of the pumpkin soft, so it's easy to scoop out. I'm Dad's burning Lenore Gold Orchid. Ooh. So basically, the recipe for the pumpkin muffins calls for pumpkin puree. So, I mean, we're talking about, for 3 tins of pumpkin puree, about £9. Now, I thought that were expensive. And I thought, well, what's chances of I'm going to use other, anyway. So I've made the decision. I've made the decision to buy a pumpkin and roast it. And so I've got empty jam jars anyway. Yeah. But you see that's because I saw it on YouTube, Vanessa, exactly what to do, how to make pumpkin puree. So but basically you cut it in half, you scoop all the pumpkin seeds and everything out, and then you put it on a baking tray, like cut half down, roast it for about an hour. It makes the skin soft and it makes the pumpkin itself very easy to scoop out. And then basically once you've done that, you just chuck it in food processor, and hey presto, you've got pumpkin puree. So, if I get more than one jar, I can always put it in freezer, whatever, you know what I mean? But it's same as I said to Chris, it's cost effective because you look at prices of a pumpkin and then you look on Amazon at prices of pumpkin puree. So it's more economical to actually make your own pumpkin puree.
You're being cheeky.
You are being cheeky. So that's the plan. Either tomorrow or Wednesday, Chris is going to get me. I don't need a massive one. Yeah, but yeah, that's my aim, Vanessa. Once I've sort of food processed it and turned it actually into a puree, if I get, because I'm not an hoarder, but like jam jars and things like that, I always save them. So I've got plenty of jam jars. So what I'll probably do is just leave the one out of the freezer, and if it get like 2 or 3, the rest I can put in freezer. And it's basically if the need should arise, if the need arises that I need to make something else with pumpkin puree, I've already got it to hand, haven't I? So that's the plan at the moment. Plus I'm making an extra, good plan. There you go. Oh,
I got 2 pics on the wall.
Shameless plug, I post 2 pics on the draw knife sheath I just finished hand sewing, 3/4 inch thick. Fingers, I bet it is.
Oh,
So that's the plan. And obviously I've ordered the sticks because obviously week after that it's bonfire night, or 5th of November, whatever you want to call it. So I'll probably be making toffee apples. So that will be next Halloween. Well, you never know. I might decide, I'm making a pumpkin pie or something. You never know. But at least I not have to go through doing it all from scratch again, because I'll probably have some in freezer. So there you go. Hi, Laurie.
Hello, Laurie.
We're just on about I'm doing an extra pumpkin cheesecake. There you go. I'm doing the baking live stream tomorrow, but it's not a baking live stream because it don't involve baking. But I'm also doing an extra one on Friday, with it being Halloween on Saturday. I'm doing a baking stream Friday evening instead of the normal live stream. So, and I'll be making chocolate spiderweb donuts and pumpkin chocolate chip muffins. Oh, cooking up cranberry sauces is fun too. Make vodka cranberry sauce shooters out of it, or ice cubes, or use the sauce. Well, you see, Pixie is a fan of cranberry sauce. Now I'm not myself. So you've gave it, and vodka's one of his, that's his, you know, drink of choice, vodka. So there you go. You've gave him some ideas there, Vanessa. But anyway, so that's so we're getting. I'm doing a Halloween special on Friday evening instead of the normal live stream where I'll be baking.
Says, have you ever used fresh blueberries with dark chocolates?
Pixie gets all the treats. I've what? Ever used fresh blueberries with dark chocolate? I don't think so. I don't think I have I?
I don't think so.
Thank you very much, Amjad. I appreciate it. He says, can't wait for tomorrow's live stream with Tracy. You ladies did absolutely amazing on the other live streams.
No.
But the thing that we're making tomorrow, we're making no bake Malteser bars. So it's relatively a few ingredients. You must try blueberries with the dark chocolate baked. Oh, but you see, I've done all sorts of combinations, but I don't think I've ever used blueberries and dark chocolate together. Come to mama. So yeah, it's like a no bake one, but it's like digestive biscuits and whole Maltesers, and then a layer of white chocolate on top and some crushed Maltesers on top. So it's a Malteser lover's dream come true. Do you? I've got a silicone donut pan, Becky, and I also bought a metal one. Now, comparing the two, the silicone one is a lot better than the metal one. I did a live stream where I used the metal one, and you can't get them out. They're all stuck to pan. So in my estimation, the silicone donut pan is better. So yeah, I use a silicone donut pan, but it is only for baked donuts, which in my estimation obviously is a lot healthier than the fried ones, if you know what I mean. Ever try 3 types of chocolate chunks in a cookie where the 3 types of slightly different melting points in the mouth makes chocolate chip cookie that's much more amazing? Oh, well, you see, I've got dark chocolate, I've got milk chocolate, and I've got white chocolate chips, so I've got all 3. So but hiya, Dr. Smith, how are you?
Dr. Smith, how are you?
So yeah, so I've got both actually, Becky. I've got the silicone one, which I think is a lot better, a lot easier to get at, and than the metal one. So I've tried both, and I prefer the silicone one to the metal one. Now, the reason why I prefer the silicone one, will you get them me out at kitchen?
What, the silicone one?
Both, I think they're both together, aren't they? So I'll just show you the difference in that orange one's the silicone one, and metal one should be. Test each chip and see how each melts. And what order in the mouth? I made cookies doing that. Ooh, that sounds good. Well, I'll show you in a minute what I'm. Are you wakey? You've had silicone implants. Why? No.
No, but I think I have.
Right. I'm just going to show Becky what I mean. Now, this, I mean, Wakey knows what I'm talking about because they were there on the live. This is the silicone one, obviously. Right. Just put that there. Now, this is the metal one that I bought. Now, can you see the difference in the middle bits? So yeah, on the silicone one, oh, the middle bits are a lot higher than the metal ones. Now the problem, this is why I like the silicone one better than the metal one, because the middle bits are a lot higher, and basically once you've done your donuts, if you've greased it well, they should just pop out like that. So that's why, in my opinion, but that, I mean, if I were to recommend, Johnny, if I were to recommend, I'd recommend the silicone one over the metal one, because I mean, I'm in a position to, you know, review both, and which, which, I'm in a position to be able to say which I prefer, but it's because of these middle bits. They are the, these are the defining factor, let's say. So yeah, so they're a lot better in my opinion. Now I was, yeah, I got them both from Amazon, Becky, and I thought that the
missionary.
I thought that the metal one would be better, but having tried both, always those middle bits. But yeah, having sort of reviewed it, in my opinion, the silicone is a lot better. So yeah, so the metal ones, Vanessa, they were a pig to get at. Plus the middle bit, it all sort of went into one. So that's why I prefer the silicone one to the metal one. So yeah, so the plugs in the middle on the silicone one are a lot taller, make it ideal. But the thing is, Johnny, if Tracy's willing to come and do the baking on Friday, she's going to need a donut pan because I'm making donuts. So just saying. So yeah, so in my opinion, the silicone is better than the metal. I get you all the time. And Wakey says thought the plug was in Pixie's butt. Let me just have a look. I've got to look back on me orders. You can basically you could what I'll do, Johnny, is I bought that singularly, but on Amazon they do a set of 2, I think. Now ideally you could do a set of 2, so I might have to order some more. So what I think I'll do, Johnny, is once the live stream's done, I'll have a look on Amazon. I'll tell you exactly what I order. So, but the thing is, Johnny, it's more economical to buy 2 than it is to buy the 1, if that makes sense. So I'll just have a look. I'll just have a look while we're here. So Amazon's my best friend, by the way. Right, you can get a pack of 2 for $7.99, Johnny. Let me just put it onto Prime. Yeah, you can. Here, 1 is $4.99. Yeah, well, we know all Yorkshiremen is Tartars, ducks, backsides. So,
Ooh, $7.99, that's so fine then.
yeah, so it's like $4.99 for 1, but if you buy 2, it's $7.99. Oh, there's one here, Prime free 1 day, get it tomorrow, $7.89. But if you want 3, it's $9.99. Wish I had Amazon as a best friend. You would think that after all the bloody links I've bought, I would have half a dozen pass out cigars when the baby comes. There is I'll hang on a minute. But you see, our Amazon, Becky, is different to yours. Obviously.
.uk, there's .com.
I'll just pack of 2 is $7.99. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy now, right? So basically, I've ordered a pack of 2. So come Friday, I'll have like 3, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to send Johnny the link. Now I place my order. Because it allows you to share. Are they breeding? Yeah, wakey. So I've got an orange one, and this one's there's a pink, and it's the approved by Amazon. I ordered a pint.
Oh, it says print.
Yeah.
PRINT. Oh, Wakey says I ordered a pint.
So I've sent Becky the link, but you might have to go on your own. You know, I've sent Johnny the link and I've sent Becky the link. But I don't think $7.99 is bad for 2 when individually $4.99. That's like 10.50 US. Right, there you go, Johnny. Basically, you see, the only problem I've got, we only having one, is you make 6, put them in oven, you have to get them out to put some more in. Well, being as I've got 3, then I'll be all right. You see, the only other one that they do is like mini donut things, but I would there's all this one, isn't there?
Mm.
Becky says, how many donuts does the recipe make? It's all this one. Hiya, Carla, how are you? It's all right, we're talking donuts, because I'm doing an extra live stream on Friday, an extra baking live stream, with it being Halloween. Oh, dear. So now I've got to look on recipe and see how many it makes. Oh, I've just nearly gone past it. I've got to just got to have a look. So let's have a look. It makes 12. So I'm all right, and Tracy's going to be all right with 2 donut pans. So it does make 12 donuts. And I know what Mr. P is going to say next. That's 11 for me and 1 between you. I can look it up for you, Johnny, afterwards. So yeah, so now I've ordered some more silicone donut pans, I'll be able to put them all in together rather than messing about. Oh, there you go. I don't think so, Steve, because obviously with the the pandemic and everything, we're in the tier 3. So basically, you're not allowed to visit other households. But what the neighbourhood have done is they've done what they call a pumpkin trail. Now, they've asked people to decorate the houses like for Halloween. And what they're going to do is they're going to take children round. They've like done a map. So basically they're going to be able to take children round. They've put a map on Facebook, I think it is, where each, because not everybody's doing it. There's only certain houses that are doing it in this area. So basically what they're doing is they've put a map on where you can find houses that are all like lit up and decorated and everything. Hiya, Jamie, how are you?
Oh, don't stop.
Yeah, Wakey says he's going to stick a picture of you in window. But anyway, so the thing is that they ain't got to have any contact with anybody. They can just take the children round looking at all these lovely displays of Halloween stuff without without actually, I know it's not like trick-or-treating, but it's a similar sort of thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's next best thing, because it's sort of, we're in the tier 3, you know what I mean? And they're on about introducing a tier 4 now. So yeah, that should keep the little darlings away. So yeah, it's something that's not the norm, if you know what I mean, but we're not living in normal times, let's just say. So it's making the best of a bad job, really, I suppose. You know, I suppose some people will, you know, leave sweets and whatever out for kids. I don't know. But, oh, Steve says it snowed.
Oh, drone footage, Steve, drone footage.
We're not normal anyway. But, I mean, as a rule, round our neighbourhood, it's like it missed, like, because we bought all lollipops or
Right off at Main Road,
yeah, we're away from Main Road and everything, and we bought lollies last year and nobody came. Now, year before that, we didn't buy anything and we had tons on them. So it's you see, the thing is, going back to that, Carla, Chris wants it to snow here because he wants to take the drone up and
I've already put it in.
Pixie's never been normal, lol. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it, Jamie.
What do you
Just it's what we call a little sprinkling, a little dusting, or whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah. So
I know since Beast from the East, haven't we?
no.
Not about 2 years ago.
But you know, it's we haven't had anything to write home about. Let's just say, you know what I mean. Wake has put I love snow too, real chicks in Lancashire. But you see, the thing is, when it snows, I don't go out anyway. I'm not steady enough on my feet as it is. Never mind sort of having to navigate, you know, snow and ice and whatever. You know what I mean? We don't get much snow here. That's why I can say I love it. But I mean, I can't even snow. I mean, I can't even ski. I can remember when I were, I think about 12, 13, I think it were, we went to France with school. Now, oh, Laura says they get a lot of snow. So anyway, so they took us to the mountains because we went to Grenoble, right? So anyway, so we got up in mountains. So you got the choice. You could either do cross-country skiing or you could do downhill skiing. So I thought, well, downhill sounds a bit risky. I'll no, I'll take the safer option and I'll go for the cross country, because obviously cross country Grenoble. I thought that was a cereal. That's granola. Anyway, so I thought I'll go for the safe option. I'll go for the cross country skiing. Bad idea. First of all, I split my trousers right from back to front.
Oh,
so I've got bees from these blowing up my Kaiser pass. And then secondly, I spent most of the time on my backside. You know, I'm thinking, oh, you know, cross country, it's safest option. Well, yes, it was an incredibly bad idea. So let's put it this way. When I went to bed that night, I was black and blue on both my legs, right? I was bruised from my ankles right to the top of my legs. And I was having to lay in bed sort of with my legs apart because I couldn't bear to put them together. Well, safe to say, the next time they went skiing, I stayed on the bus.
I could have said something then.
So I thought, no way, Jose, I'm not going through that again. You know, I'm not going through that old palaver again. I'll stay on the bus. So I thought, I'll be Billy No Mates and I'll be one that sat on bus, you know. So I didn't care. And I thought, well, I'm not having that again. I thought, are they pigs? No, we're talking, are only about 12, 13, Wakey. But yeah, I mean, I should have known when my trousers split from one waistband to other that it weren't going to, you know, go down well. But yeah, that must have been, you know, like a things to come, but hey-ho. And I tell you something, I've never been skiing since. I didn't go a second time, let's just put it that way. I just sat it out. I didn't want to I thought, well, I got off it lucky this time without any broken bones. I'm sure I'm not going to be so lucky next time. So, you know, so yeah, when they went again, I sat it out and I thought, well, I was lucky enough not to break my leg or my neck last time. So, you know, sit me out on this one, guys. I don't care what anybody thinks about me. I value my safety. So I've just sat on bus with like Billy No Mates, you know, because it were optional, you didn't have to do it. So I sort of said, you know, count me out on this one, guys. Good job you didn't try the ski jump, lol. But yeah, you know, there were two sorts, downhill and cross country. And I thought, oh, I'll go for the safest option. I'll go for cross country. Boy, was I wrong. Oh dear. It wouldn't have been. Because I spent most of the time on my backside.
Exactly, that's where to be the it.
But oh dear. And that always sticks in my mind, that does, because it was disaster right from beginning to end. Oh. So has anybody else had any sort of disastrous things like that happen? You know? I'm just looking back at Amjad's. I remember watching Carla's video. She put a rock in the trick or treat bag. So come on then, guys. Tell me about your disastrous, you know, your disastrous escapades. I've just told you about mine on the ski slopes. So Leslie Ann Sparkle. Oh, I've been watching somebody called Leslie Ann Sparkle. So there you go. You know, I must not be the only one that's had disastrous, you know, encounters. You know what I mean? Most adventurous school trip we had was on the Isle of Wight. Oh dear. But yeah. I mean, that sticks in my mind for that specific reason. You know, I thought I'd gone about, you know, I thought I'd gone about 6 rounds with Mike Tyson. Chris, well, is that second time you broke your big toe then? Yeah. Chris says, I broke my big toe playing football, hit the concrete instead of the ball. The ball bounced up, hit my shin, and I scored the goal that won the game, but ended up in A&E.
Again.
But you see, that's not first time he's broke his toe. He broke his toe a couple of years ago, Carla. He turned round on some stairs, and he got like he got like steel toe caps on, and he tripped over and he broke his big toe then. So that's second time is most memorable part was watching a couple of dozen kids hanging over the side of the ferry. Oh dear. But you see, this is the thing as well, Wakey. When we went to Isle of Wight a couple of years ago, I mean, obviously you drive your car onto the ferry, you have to leave your car and go up onto the deck. Now we got seats and whatever, and Chris says to Callum, he says, come on, Callum, he says, we'll go up on main deck and, you know, we'll take some pictures and whatever. He come in and went, no, I'm all right where I am, thank you very much. I was quite happy to sit there. Not, you know, I don't get seasick or anything. It's just that it's high up and I don't like heights. You know, it was just the fact that it were right on top of the boat and they'd be looking down, and I don't do heights. So that's hence the reason why I said, no, I'm all right where I am. I'll stop in my seat. Thank you very much. The most who had the biggest breakfast puked and covered. Oh dear. but yeah, you know, them two were, you know, we'll go up on main deck and we'll go right to the top and we'll look over it. We'll take pictures and whatnot. No, I'm all right. Thank you very much. And I'll tell you another thing as well. When we came back on the ferry, I sat where I thought I'd be facing forward, right? So where the boat were docked in Isle of Wight to go back to Portsmouth, because that's where we went from, it had like got to reverse out. So I faced that way thinking that, oh, you know, we'll be going straight that way. It didn't, it reversed out. And then, so I had to switch seats over. Because there's one thing I can't stand. It's like on tram or anything like that. Can't stand going backwards. It makes me travel sick. I don't know why. It's just the thing of going backwards. I've always got to be facing where I'm going. Not school related. I don't have any disaster stories. Not school related, but I had 2 big bags of shopping, one in each, and had a run in for the super truck. Tripped over and chipped a bone in his elbow. That lad has had more broken bones than you can count on a stick. Last time I was on a ferry, I spent most of the crossing staring at the jet engines, only place you could smoke. Oh dear. Go on then, Amjad. If you ain't got any disaster stories, you can tell us a funny story then. But the thing is, we drove onto ferry, and I hadn't noticed it before, but as you're like walking off to go to upstairs area because you can't stay in your car, I could feel like this rumbling under my feet. So I says to Chris, I went, oh, can you feel that? And he says, what? I says, I could feel like rumbling under my feet. He says, you daft cow. He says, that's engines. Well, some as I say, we all burst out laughing. You know, I kept thinking, oh, what's that rumbling? I can feel it on my feet. Only bone I broke fighting was my knuckle after I hit a lad that had been picking on me at school. Safe to say, got suspended. Oh, well, there you go. But yeah, I felt so stupid. But it were a long time since I'd been on a ferry. I mean, we'd been to Isle of Wight before, but I couldn't remember, you know, feeling that like rumbling under my feet. One time it was a hot day. I went outside to give my brother something. He was washing his car. The hose directed at me. He turned it on and I got soaked. Oh dear. Hiya, Brenda. How are you? It's all right. We're talking about disasters. You know, I've just been telling everybody when I was a kid at school, I went skiing and it were you know, I split my pants from one side to other and I was black and blue. So has anybody sort of had any things similar to that? Or, you know, I love to hear, you know, these, you know, either disaster, funny stories, you know what I mean? And Chris has broke nearly every bone in his body. Now, that's one thing I haven't done. I haven't broke any bones. It's biggest wonder, like, but I don't know how I've managed to come on, you know, away from it unscathed. But yeah, I've never actually, you know, I've burnt myself a few times. I've, you know, ended up black and blue. Wake is telling Amjad some tips and tricks. Oh dear. But you know, I mean, that's the you know, the disaster that sticks in my mind the most. You know, I mean, like Friday evening we're on about Carla says that the mere thought of broken bones makes me hurt. I had a freak accident a few years ago that broke so many. I can imagine. I mean, it's bad enough breaking one bone, Carla, without, you know, breaking several, let's just say. Oh dear.
We're on a little teeny weeny punch bag, and the brand new one in gym.
Oh, so Chris had only just got plaster off his arm, hit a punch bag and broke it again. Carla says, I spent 3 years in a wheelchair and 7 years in... Oh. Oh. But yeah, you know, I mean... I didn't come away that day when I went skiing without any broken bones. It astounds me to this day. You know what I mean?
The bushy eyebrows.
But you know, it's. I mean, it's like me. I'm just healing from the latest burns, let's just say. I burnt all my knee. I've got one on my ankle that's sort of just healing over, but it's like right on joint. So it. What did you have for supper, Chris? Did you get fed? So yeah, that one on that finger's healed up. That one's just about healing, and the one on my knee. So yeah, I'm good at burning myself, let's just say. But touch wood, I've never had a broken bone in my life. You know, you know, I'm thankful for that, really.
That's the chips.
Mate, it was Brenda that asked that.
Oh, sorry, Brenda. It's chicken crab kill bits.
I broke mine on a parking machine, put money in and no ticket, lost my temper and left a hell of a dent in the case. Oh dear. So
And
Yeah.
what do you mean chips, fries? Because Brenda's American, isn't she?
Oh, yeah.
Salt and vinegar fries.
Yeah, pasta and fries, he means, Brenda, not, chips here is, fries, and your chips is what we call crisps, if that makes sense. So, oh dear, 6 weeks in a cast, oh dear.
Yeah, I've had that several times.
We see, that's one thing I've never broke a bone. I mean, I don't know how. I must just be one of these that burn themselves, you know what I mean? Whereas Chris is, one that breaks nearly every bone. I must be one that has all burns. Oh dear. So yeah. So I know driving was okay, but riding the bike was a nightmare. But the thing is, right, I did this right at the very beginning when I started. So we've got a few more people in. Amjad, you can't answer it because you know what they are. I fell and broke both feet, both ankles. Oh dear. Everything from the waist down, all the same. Oh, God, minute. Oh, I'm rubbing my knees now, thinking about it.
Not good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. See?
Ordered and paid for.
There you go. So, oh, that's nothing. Does anybody know what these are? If you know, don't say, because there's a few people in that weren't here right at the very beginning. So does anybody know what these are? So Amjad knows what they are. Plasticine. No. See, Wakey weren't in. Carla says, I don't know what they are, but I'm thinking. I bet Brenda knows what they are. Suppositories.
Johnny knows what they are.
Rainbow dog chews. Yeah. Johnny's got it right. They are actually lolly sticks. It's a pack of 100. There you go. I'll turn it round so you can see the so you can see the label. That's why I've shown you from that way, because on the other side it's got a label on it. So the multicolored lolly sticks. It says, oh wait, do I need to order those too? Well, I said, like, not tomorrow, but probably next week, I might do the toffee apples. So yeah, I mean, I thought it were a pack of 50, but it's a pack of 100. So you could have either had coloured ones, or you could have like just plain ones. So I thought, what the heck? They're both same price. I'll go for coloured ones, make it a bit more interesting.
It smells.
But yeah, I mean, the plan is, Johnny, not this Tuesday, next Tuesday. I'm on about making toffee apples. So that's what, I mean, they're cheap enough. Don't get me wrong, they're cheap enough. But I have 2 cases of plastic straws. Think I'm going to sell them on eBay, £1 at a time. £1 each plus postage. She's not been up to the mark, let's just say, Amjad. She's got her own problems, plus she's got somebody else that's got problems as well, and she's been supporting someone. So she's not, I have spoke to her, Amjad. She's okay. She's just feeling a bit. I think it's like us all. With like I said, you felt a bit teary and a bit upset and that other day. I think it's affecting us all. Some div would buy that, Wakey. I don't know yet, Becky. I was just saying earlier on, you can do hundreds and thousands, you can coat them in notes, you can coat them in anything once you've actually dipped them in the toffee. I tried to sell a 25 piece of rope on eBay. It said it was a solar clothes dryer. But yeah, it's one of these cases where we all feeling it, you know what I mean? And then she's being a friend to somebody else,
Did you get rid of it, Austin? No, it didn't work out well.
Yeah. So yeah,
dear.
I mean, yeah, that's the best thing you can do, Amjad, is talk to somebody about it. You know what I mean? I think we all feeling it. I'll admit I've been saying, I know quite a few people that it's the old thing. It's getting to everybody at the moment. You know what I mean? It's making everybody feel down. It's making everybody feel teary and, but you've done the right thing, Amjad. You've spoke to your brother. You've had a chat. At least you've spoke to somebody about it, telling him how you feel and everything. And this is what we say to Callum. If you've got anything on your mind, if you're feeling down or you're feeling stressed, me and your dad's here for you. Wakey's bought lots of twigs in the garden, plenty of genuine Harry Potter ones. You'd make a killing, Wakey. But yeah, I think we're all in the same boat, Amjad. I think we all oh dear. My feelings has affected my house cleaning. The authorities have got on to me. But the thing is, Becky, it affects different people in different ways. I get sort of, I get agitated in one respect. I get teary, and upset. And then I sort of, as we so eloquently put it in the UK, then you get peed off. You know what I mean? And everything agitates you. You know what I mean? But it must be worse for people that are on their own that ain't got nobody to talk to. But this is it. I always find it's I either talk to Chris, I talk to Bella, even though, I know that Bella's going through the same sort of thing, you know what I mean? It's all right to feel down. It's all right to feel teary and upset and everything. Just wakey. I get agitated when I climb in the washer. But yeah, you know what I mean? It affects different people in different ways. And yeah, we all have things to be thankful for. Same as Steve said, he has to have a breathing tube. You know what I mean? Yeah, we YouTubers, we can do this. Feel for people without the connection to friends. That's exactly it, Johnny. You know what I mean? I know Okie dokie then, Tracy.
Yeah.
You know, I've felt in past few weeks, you know, how can I put it? YouTube is my social network, let's just say. And Chris will tell you, he knows when I'm not right. You know what I mean? And you know, I always say that there's always somebody that will listen to you. And I always say this to anybody, no matter what troubles I've got or how I'm feeling, I'll listen to, you know, I'll listen to, if I can cheer somebody up, or if I can just be a listening ear, let's just say. Chris is the big daddy and Miss Jeanette is mama. But yeah, you know what I mean? I'll say to anybody, if you want to reach out to me, reach out to me. I can't say that I can solve your problems, but it's true what they say, a problem shared is a problem halved. You know what I mean? I can't say that I can solve your problems, but I'm a listening ear. You know what I mean? I'm a listening ear, and we've all got, you know, different health problems. You know, we've all got a problem one way or other, you know what I mean? You know, we've all got health issues, etc. But if ever there's a time when anybody you know what I mean? But you know, I always say to anyone, if you're on your own, if you're alone, you're feeling down, just reach out to me. I don't mind having a chat. I don't mind trying to cheer you up, etc. You know what I mean? Even though sort of, you know, I'm in the same boat as everybody else, you know, I've got my health problems. I do feel down. I do feel peed off, you know what I mean? But not relevant, but oh Gordon, but I Wakey's put a link in. Dare a press on it.
Wise on ice cream.
Eh?
Smoking on wise on ice cream.
Oh.
Took me off that page. I've got another ad now. 4 minutes.
See, there you go. Wakey's putting a link in to cheer everybody up. It's the Morecambe and Wise clip with the ice cream. But this is a thing, Amjad. You know what I mean? I mean, it's like Becky's on her own. My lady Travel, she's on her own. And I always say, you know where I am. If you need me, just message me. If anything, I can just listen. I can't say that I can solve everybody, you know, solve everybody's problems. But again, a problem shared is a problem halved. So, but this is the thing, you see. It's like everything else, you know. It's, to put it bluntly, it's been the year from hell. Basically, it's been, you know what I mean? It's been the year from hell, and I don't know what I'd have done without the support from you all. You know what I mean? I don't know what I would have done. Oh dear, there you go. Jad, there's a bit of advice for you. Share yourself out and fart in a balloon and send it to your friends. But you see, this is what I like. You know, you've got Wakey trying to cheer everybody up. You've got Steve trying to cheer everybody up. It is, you know, and I keep saying, you know, and when I say end of every live stream, you know, I thank you for your support. And I do really mean it. You know, I mean it. Because without this, I'd have no social network. Yeah, I've got Chris. Yeah, I've got Callum. You know what I mean? But, you know, you could do with that sort of something outside your own little bubble, if you know what I mean, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I mean, I know I can message Tracy. I mean, we chat on Messenger. I talk to Kate, we chat on Messenger. I talk to Bella, you know, we FaceTime each other on Messenger. Yeah, that's fine, Amjad. You know what I mean? It's, you know, you've got the rent, so you know, you can put a link in, yeah. But you know, people know me and know when I say that I thank everybody for the support. I mean it. Because, you know, we all need that support. What's this wee business? Has anyone seen my camel? But it's like right back at you, Johnny, because we are the support of you and Tracy and Bella and Kate and everybody else, Wakey and, you know, Amjad and everything. There won't be no we, if you know what I mean. Oh dear, it's making me cough. What's this business? Wee business. Oh dear. See that? Amjad's put a link in. That's his wax melt Facebook group if anybody's interested. So yeah, you know what I mean. It's, I can rely on, like tonight, you know, I think we're all feeling a bit down in dumps and everything. Yeah, exactly, Tracy. She says this is our little stream bubble. But you know what I mean? It's like you can always rely on Wakey, you know, Johnny, you know what I mean, and everybody cheering us up, you know what I mean, making us laugh, etc. You know what I mean? And this is what I love about it. You know, we might be feeling down in dumps, we might be feeling, you know, agitated, peed off, whatever. But, you know, it's what I love about it, because you can always bet on somebody cheering us up. All right, I need, oh, that's my phone. I've never seen Tucker jump so fast. Oh dear, only tissue box falling off at the table. I think Tucker's just lost one of his 9 lives. Oh dear. It's all right. I got tissue box at side of me, and I've got like a little table at side of me. And I went to get a tissue, and the tissue box fell off. Well, took us down here, lay it at side, and I thought I was going to have to prize him off at roof. I think he's just lost one of his 9 lives. Oh dear me. Oh dear. Oh, sorry about that. Oh dear. Poor Tucker, eh? Sorry, Tucker. Oh dear. It was so funny though. You've never seen him jump so fast. Oh dear. Hey. What? Chris just says slide a litter tray underneath him.
waking up. Mr. Net has her tickle box turned over.
Oh dear. But yeah, it were.
Alexa does fart noises.
It were dead funny that way. But same as Chris says, he's noticed these past few days that he has got very jumpy, and I think it's all these blooming fireworks that's going off. So you know, he's bound to be a bit jumpy with all fireworks and everything going off. But he did say he'd noticed over the past couple of days that you know, he's been a bit jumpy, let's just say. Who asks Alexa for fart noises? You want to see Nell jump for a Jack Russell Staffy cross? She's such a coward. Yes, please. But yeah, I mean, others are all right. Well, since fireworks has been starting to go off, Lucy's hardly ever been out, you know what I mean? But he's really, I mean, he's one of these that, you know, it has affected him, I think, the fireworks and everything. It has made him a bit jumpy.
Look at this. What's she doing?
That one on here that had fell off, that's my spare.
Oh, poor man.
So we are. So yeah, Benny's up in our, he's tidying in my wardrobe. Wakey said, good idea, Pixie, 2-pipe pot for me. How many Dolce pods would that take? Johnny 5, my friend from college, that started it about the Alexa fart noises. I control my wax burner through Alexa. Ooh. So yeah, you know, this is what it is, you know. I mean, we have a laugh, we have a, you know, we share our stories. I mean, we're on about fireworks and all antics, you know, as delinquent children, let's just say. 3 what? Tucker. Since when has your name been Tucker, Lucy? Shark's Tucker and Lucy's going, Your name ain't Tucker, is it? 3. Oh, I'm Dad. I have the Echo Dot 3rd generation. Ooh, look at you. I better not show Johnny what else I bought as well off Amazon. Because he'll be messaging me and saying, stop showing Tracy all these things. So is anybody interested in what else I bought when I bought the lolly sticks? So thank you, Amjad. It's we're a little community, and the same as Tracy says, in his own bubble. Okay, since you insist, Tracy, you sort your husband out when he starts moaning to me. Oh dear. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to show you. Tracy's put, yes, showers on. So, yes, I ordered them the other day when I ordered the lolly sticks. I thought, well, I can't just order something for £1 something, and, you know, basically, they're similar to the, you know, the rose gold things. These is also, muffin cups as well. But same as I said to Chris, the others, you know what I mean? You know, I'm always making muffins of some kind. I'm just trying to get one out. That sounds a bit.
That sounds a bit ominous, that does.
Yeah.
Just get it out, lads.
Can't get it out. I mean, I suppose in a way, these sort of things are ideal, like to put sweets and things in, as well as sort of muffin cups. These is another sort of a muffin cup. Awake. I'll give you one guess.
Wakey.
No.
Johnny.
Yeah. So they are like muffin cup things. So, you know, I've got plenty now, so I ain't got to order any more. So yeah, I just thought I'm signing a disclaimer, Johnny. You know what I mean? I'm not responsible. When he put awake, I says I'm just signing a disclaimer. You know, that I'm not responsible. So I've got them, and I've got the rose gold one, so I'm set up for a little bit now. So no, so I'll not be ordering anything else, put it that way. I don't think anyway. I haven't
It's not gonna work. Second time around.
I haven't got any plans to order anything else, put it that way. I bet Johnny's going, phew, thank God for that. She's just cost me $7.99 in silicone donut molds. Hiya, Gordo, how are you?
I don't got all that.
Don't you want them, mate?
Wakey says 3 teaspoons of dough egg bits, 1 teaspoon of drinking chocolate, add boiling water and milk, mocha on the cheap. Ooh. These are flat whites, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you talking about now?
No, Wakey's telling what how we makes his coffee.
Oh.
It's like you could do another shave again, Callum.
What's it going back?
Yeah, you've got a bristly goatee. Yeah.
I'm going to be out here for a minute.
Why?
No.
Oh.
I won't take a picture.
So yeah. Go on, how much? Well, to be honest with you, Johnny, Tracy, I don't know what I've done with my phone now. Did I? Are you sure? I can't see it anywhere. What? I know. I can't find my phone. You're safe by the bell tray, Johnny. I can't find my phone. It's on charge, I think. It's here. I found it. Oh. Do you want me to send you lolly sticks as well then, Johnny? Yeah, I've got to look for it first. Does it work with Happy Shopper coffee? Some of us are not that posh to afford Dow egg bits. Same here as well. Oh dear.
Yeah, it took us on.
Right, I'll send you a link, Johnny. But I'm doing a disclaimer.
A bit loud.
You know what I mean? It's nothing to do with me. Oh dear.
That's scare you. Try to scare it dark. No, I said because you're a dog.
Still not scared.
Mum's must have scared took her away.
So I sent you both links, Johnny.
Lucy's wondering what the hell's going on.
So but yeah, I you know, I'm doing a disclosure. I don't
Lucy.
you know
Like no back up.
I don't want that one. I'm not doing very well.
I'm getting stressed out.
so yeah. Well, that's what I said, Johnny, you know, we thought we had won the lottery the other week. We were drinking Kenko coffee, only because it were on offer.
You don't scare you women, mate.
Oh, God, there. There's all that stuff.
Got some malt. Hey, me and Wakey must have the same because I always order malted milk, and my favourite's malted milk. So yeah, I mean, like when we don't drink the Dolce Gustos, I just get it. Well, it's like they do a big tin in Asda of Asda. Is it rich roast?
I think so.
Yeah, it's a big tin, a rich roast,
I say.
and that lasts us ages.
I could tell you had some coffee.
What?
Because you're lad.
Says him.
Not that lad. Oh, probably I'm on the game, but apart from that, I'm not.
Oh, you dipstick.
So,
Look at Wakey showing off. Ooh, get you. But
not our coffee's made
you
for
know,
us.
I mean, it's like I like to dunk my biscuits. Chris is a no
I
dunk.
do.
Chris is a no dunker, and Callum likes to dunk as well.
It's better. It makes it more nicer.
So yeah, Callum's a dunker. I'm a dunker, but Chris is not. You know, he thinks everybody that dunks the biscuits is crazy. You know what I mean?
Right in Ed.
Yeah,
Well,
not
you're-
right in Ed.
Well, you're not right in for not dunking biscuits. That's what biscuits are for.
So
Yeah.
the only downside of dunking, Callum, is if you don't come too long and they fall off into your coffee. That's the only part I don't like.
Then you've got to.
So you've got to get the right amount of dunkingness.
I just do dunk it. I just put it in what.
If that makes any sense.
You
You know, too little and they're not soggy enough, but too much and they're too soggy and they fall into your cup.
I dunk it in once and then have it.
I'll make do with my cheap and cheerful Happy Shopper biscuits. But you see what biscuits we've got, Gordo at Asda's own Mac. Oh, buttered toast dunked in red hot tea. Ugh. Now that's one thing. No, dunking biscuits and dunking toast is an entirely different concept.
That made me sick.
Altogether, no. Toast.
No, that
No.
should be stayed on its own. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, tea,
No,
nothing.
we're all in agreement in this household. No toast dunking in this
You're barred
household.
from this house if you don't toast.
Yeah, I agree with Gordo. No.
Is it too loud for your talks?
Toast. No toast dunking. You know. I agree on that one. No toast dunking.
sad.
But you know,
Took's
I will admit though that I mean there's like certain ways that people like the toast. Now I like mine. The trick is to flick the biscuits, see if they are cracked before you dunk them. So remember that one, Callum.
I dunk it in once and then have it. Or maybe a couple.
You see, some people like the toast like it's burnt to a crisp. Nah, I can't stand burnt toast. Callum's like me. I like it so it's not too overdone, but it's just
cooked.
Brown. Toast in runny egg, yeah, but in tea, no. I'm with you on that one, Gordo.
Tea,
but you see, it's like some people like strong coffee, some people like not so strong coffee. You know what I mean? Some people like dunking the biscuits, some people don't. And it's same with toast. I mean, it's like Chris, he likes his eggs done on both sides. Nah, I like my eggs done.
Is that a sunny side up?
Yeah, where you flip it over.
Oh.
I like mine runny.
Runny egg on toast. Don't. No. Oh, God. Can you imagine all egg dripping into your tea? So,
I
yeah.
like mine runny.
Yeah, Callum likes his eggs runny. Chris is the one that's different. He likes his where you flip you flip it over and you know you do it both sides. I like mine where I can dip my bread in it or I can dip my toast in it.
I don't like it where it's like you've always got them like
it's like
bits on egg.
Yeah. Callum's very fussy. He don't like his eggs. You know, like sometimes when you're frying them and they get like the crispy outer edges round the egg. He don't like that either. So yeah, like me, I like my toast just that's it, Gordo. I don't like it burnt, but I don't like it sort of still white, if you know what I mean. I like it just lightly toasted.
You know it's cooked when it's done.
Beetroot frappe. but yeah, you know what I mean. Best bit that Gordo says crispy bit round edge of eggs. Yeah. Wakey says the pan's too hot when that happens. But yeah, Callum is very, very fussy. You know what I mean? Crispy and it's like it's like yesterday when because Chris always does the Sunday dinner, right? Nah, he goes in kitchen, right? And Chris were making gravy. Nah, he borrows my whiskey thing when he does the gravy. So Callum stood there and he says, "Dad, don't forget to make it like how I like it." And sort of Chris got ever so agitated. He says, "You'll have it how I do it, Callum, and don't stand there, throwing orders at me and blah blah blah." So yeah. But Callum's so specific on what he likes and what he don't like. You know what I mean? He likes thick gravy. I mean, I'm easy either way. I don't mind thick gravy. I don't mind thin, runny gravy. Gravy is gravy to me. But Callum, he likes things done a specific way.
Thick gravy.
Yeah. So, and Chris sort of said to him, when you start cooking Sunday dinner, Callum, that's when you can start dishing orders out on what you like and what you don't like.
I'll be Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, right.
Swearing at everybody.
You know what I mean? It's like it's like everything. People's tastes differ from one to next. You know what I mean? Gravy is an art form. But the thing is, Wakey, I mean, I've not got a preference. I can eat gravy, whatever. I can eat it runny. I can eat it thick. I mean, not thick like, it comes out in clumps, but you know what I mean?
And gravy does not belong on chips.
You know what I mean? I can eat it runny, I can eat it thick. You know what I mean? I ain't got a preference when it comes.
Cheese belongs on chips.
The chicken. Gordo put, I had poached egg the other night for a change. And then he said, Wakey says, where did you steal it from, Gordo? He said, the chicken.
Is poached egg scrambled egg?
No, poached egg's different. When we make it, we put a pan of boiling water, a dash of vinegar, and then just break your egg into water. That's poached egg.
Well, that's what we haven't had in a long time, scrambled egg.
So scrambled eggs where you whisk it all up and then put it in a pan and keep stirring it. Duck eggs for breakfast.
I might.
Hey? Wakey.
Can we have scrambled egg with the next fry up?
It's up to you, Callum. I mean, you can have duck eggs, scrambled eggs on toast for breakfast in the morning if you want. So anyway, yeah, you know, fried, scrambled, boiled, you know, I can eat eggs. Nell had scrambled eggs this morning.
Huh?
Nell had scrambled eggs this morning. So yeah.
Scrambled egg.
I
But
wanted scrambled eggs on the week. He said,
Did you?
yeah.
But anyway, same as I say, you know, we've all got sort of differing opinions. You know, I can eat scrambled eggs. I can eat
2 weeks yesterday.
You know, I can eat. Who makes their gravy with pan juices and veg water? Him over there does. Who makes the gravy with the pan juices and veg water? You do, don't you?
Not veg water, juice from meat.
Wakey says she was a bit miffed because I didn't grate some cheese in it for her too. Oh well, beggars can't be choosers, eh, Wakey? Oh, Tracy, we've give Tracy some ideas. She says that's what she might have. Now, but yeah, you know, but you see, Callum has like these fads where, you know, he'll want toast and chocolate spread on it, or then he'll go on to toast and have jam on it. But then he went on to Rice Krispies. Now he's gone off Rice Krispies and gone on to Cheerios.
Different.
So, you know, he's like one of these that goes through. Yeah, it goes through fads. You know what I mean? Where you know, 1 minute, you know,
Fancy something, then you fancy something else.
It's like 1 minute you want Rice Krispies, then next minute you want toast, and then, you know, you go from chocolate spread to jam, and then you go round about again and you want Cheerios. My mum taught me how to make gravy with meat juices, gravy browning and flour, none of this Bisto rubbish. I can remember my mum doing that, Gordo. Wakey put bloody hard work spreading jam on Rice Krispies.
I don't think that's even possible unless you just put jam on without spreading it.
Andra says, I have been looking at cake recipes earlier. Some recipes use butter and sugar, some use oil and sugar. Is butter and sugar better or oil and sugar? But it all depends what you're making. Now, the cupcakes that me and Tracy made last week used oil, no butter, no eggs. And the idea behind using oil, it makes for a lighter sponge. And this is what I'm saying, that it differs from recipe to recipe. But mostly, you know, like when you're making cupcakes or some muffins, call for you to use oil instead of using eggs and butter.
Boing.
Callum, just take them in the kitchen for me, please.
Oh, these are fancy. Ooh, look at these.
That metal one's no good, Callum, because I can't use it.
Oh.
Gordo says he puts the splodge of brown sauce in his gravy as well.
Oh yeah, that's what that does.
Yeah, and same as Tracy says,
That's what you do, doesn't
it stops some. Basically, if you're using oil in your cupcakes or your muffins, they last longer in a container and keeps them very moist. But it depends on the recipes. You know what I mean? You know,
who said that?
it differs from recipe to recipe. You know, if it asks for oil, then use oil. If it asks for butter and eggs, then use butter and eggs.
Oh,
Because a lot of these recipes have been tried and tested. So, but the idea instead of it's mostly used in muffins and cupcakes, oil rather than butter and eggs. So, but not all, if that makes sense. Are you going to bed? See you morning, mate.
See you. Good night, chats.
So yeah, the idea of using oil does keep them moist and soft and springy, you know. But it all depends what the recipe calls for. Wake is seeing your stubble. He says blue tackles definitely do the trick.
I know what we could use on his chin.
What?
Wax strips.
Yeah.
What's in my sexy beard?
Yeah.
Not for the grow one.
No. I won't. I didn't tell I you'd had to grow a beard, and I'm definitely not. Hiya, Ian's Jones. How are you?
Mr. Bobby Cartooler.
Most people in their late 20s have a beard.
Tracy says night, Callum.
You're not Tracy. Most people in their late 20s have a beard.
But he tries to shave it as little as possible because he don't like it, you know. Sort of, Chris only has a shave every other day. So
2 days I have a shave. I want today.
So yeah, but Callum's got his own electric shaver. His hair wants cutting and all.
You haven't done that in like 3 months.
Right.
So yeah. Gordo says he's got some gaffer tape you can have.
That's nasty.
Wow.
It's cruel though, wax strips, isn't it? Yeah. Just stick with your electric razor, Callum, and you'll be all right. See you later, Johnny. Thanks for popping in.
Johnny.
I'm gonna.
He's going now because he don't want me to cost him any more money.
See you, Johnny. No, I'm gonna do, don't you?
What?
I'm gonna charge the lead, so he's got no choice but to get wax strips.
You lot are cruel.
Yeah.
Johnny says night, Callum.
Who?
Johnny.
Good night, Johnny. Bye, Johnny.
Gordo says I have to shave every day. After 3 days, I look like a Yeti. But you see, the problem is now with Chris. That used hair trimmer I sent for is brand new, never been out of the box. But the thing is, now Chris is getting on a little bit. When he starts coming through, it's coming through a bit grey. Yeah. So yeah. So whereas it used to be like, as we call it, the 10 o'clock shadow, it's, you know,
because he's getting
half and half now. It's 10 o'clock shadow and a bit of grey shadow as well.
Because he's getting older, he's got grey hairs.
We're bold because we're young.
So, boot polish.
He's that way, kid.
Now I can get the boot polish. It's got the sponge on end.
Yeah.
So
does that apply for bald spots as well? Can he colour his bald spot with it?
I can't get black boot polish for that, can I? I'd have to get White.
Bran.
Bran. Oh, dear.
But it's a good job. This camera's not all that fantastic because I've got grey ears. I've got a colour just from M Works Wonders on grey.
Hey, I've got my 50mm on my camera now.
Yeah.
For some personal.
So yeah, I've got a lot of greys coming through. I've got an hair dye. It's I'm alright for the bald spots. Or what's that you put on grass to make it grow?
What, AstroTurf?
No, that like grass food type of thing.
Horse manure.
I can just imagine you walking about with
It's a bit pongy.
I can just imagine you walking about with a horse turd on your head.
It's very pongy, that.
So yeah,
If you're wondering why I've got the door wide open, I'm not touching my camera because I've got my interthermometer on it, and I'm running it for a long time so I can get a semi-decent shot at boom.
all right, okay.
So there you go.
But yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of greys coming through. It needs colouring, but it's just I can't be bothered.
It's going to be a 4 or 5 minute long exposure.
So 2 rabbits on his head from a distance, they will look like a couple of ears. Miracle grow, that's it, Tracy. It will be a miracle.
I'm going to stand in some grow bags to make it so I can grow.
Gordo's getting in on just draw a couple of rabbits on his head from a distance. It will look like receding hairline.
Can you remember that cigarette advert? I forget what it was, Hamlet or something, where that bloke were in photo booth and his hair were coming off.
Oh yeah,
With
his
his
comb
hand in
over
there.
kept dropping down.
That'd be me.
You ain't got quite to that point yet where you need to comb over.
Not far off. More hair on my legs than I have on my legs.
Yeah, he's not wakey beat me to it. But yeah, he's not got to the point that at the moment where he needs a comb over. So, you know, thank God for small mercies and all that. So hey, I've still got my, you know, when I had all my hair cut off when I got it dyed black,
Yeah.
I've still got that down here somewhere. Should I make a little toupee out of it for him? Can you imagine him with a black toupee on his head with brown hair? Oh dear. Straight from the book of weedy jokes. Oh. But yeah, I've said when I had all my hair cut off, she just got my ponytail and she cut it off. So I says to her, put it in a bag. I says, I'm going to play a joke on my husband. I'm going to say, here, I've bought my hair back so you can make a wig out of it. So, you know, and if they thought it were hilarious, even women at hairdressers thought it were hilarious. So I've still got it somewhere, still in bag and everything.
It is. Oh, well, though, probably shed.
So might have to get that out and make him a toupee out of it. Just for your bald patch.
No, I'm not bothered. Going bald. I'm going bald. My dad's bald. My granddad was bald as a badger.
Yeah, it's hereditary in your family,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I tell him we'll be at it straight away. So
Yeah.
I don't know what he's off, you know.
But yeah, it's a good job us women don't go bald, though, isn't it? What do you call lice that lives in a bald man's head? Homeless.
That bloody Gordo.
Yeah.
That's me out looking at you.
Oh dear.
I'll just let the camera run.
Oh.
I'm getting some. Because that intervermal.
Is it my stomach then?
Your stomach then?
Yeah.
Because I've got that intervermal. I can't say it.
Yeah, that.
Gordo knows what. I
You can't say it.
The
He's got that.
125 plugged into my camera.
Yeah, the thing that he's bought for his camera, he's
I've
got
been
that
trying
plugged
to
in.
get some moon shots, and I've not been able to do it. And with this what's it thingy be bobby,
From where is it?
yeah, to sort of get a summit.
Oh, only problem is doors wide open.
I know it's cold.
What's
That's why I
the
put jumper on.
difference between a prince, bald-headed man, a monkey, and an orphan? First is an heir apparent, the second has no apparent heir, and the third is an heir apparent, and the last has an heir apparent.
Don't get that one.
You think you still have it, Pixie? Secretly sold it to a mad scientist. In a few years, there will be hundreds of Jeanette Pickering clones running around, all saying, "Do you know who I am?" Yeah, right.
I don't think bad enough with one. They're bad about 20,000.
The world couldn't cope with more than one Jeanette.
Oh, gee, I don't think we have to.
No, that's a certain footballer's saying that one is.
Well, do you know who I am?
Yeah. Naming no names.
Just play for Man United. That'll get to
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
tries to
you
play for Man United.
you just said it, so.
I didn't say his name. But he used to play for Sheffield United. There you go. That's,
Yeah, and they sold him.
yeah, we don't know yet.
Hiya, Easy, how are you?
Here's your Daisy, the magical master singer. How are you, young sir?
So yeah. I mean, we're just talking, funnily enough, Easy, about baldness in men, and you know, us women, you know, worry about grey hairs and whatever, but you know,
That's one thing we ain't got to worry about. We don't have no hair. Double grey.
so yeah, you know, Chris and everybody were talking about baldness, and you know, same as Chris has just said, his dad's bald, his granddad were bald, so it's hereditary. Okie dokie then, Amjad.
Was it good? See you later, Amjad, mate. I can't type before over yonder.
See you later. Chris says, good night, Amjad. What happens when the devil goes bald? There's hell to pay.
Oh,
I know we have, Easy, you know, we're just sort of talking baldness in men, and how often, because Chris has to shave it. It all started with Callum because he's got like a stubble thing going on, and you know, we were saying he could do with a shave, and that's what got us started on about baldness and everything. Because Chris says only has a shave every other day, but it's going like he's getting grey hairs among his you know, his stubble, let's just say. So this is what we're talking about, you know, baldness and shaving, and you know. Hey up, Lucy.
How long am I going to be sat on here, Lucy? You had a daily brush today.
Oh,
Making a
your new best friend.
Yeah. You. But
So-
I'll give Lucy a Joe. At least she doesn't follow me into the toilet and sat there staring at me like another certain little ginger cat does.
Yeah, I mean, you know, us women have to go through childbirth and everything, so it's about time, you know, the men have to put up with, you know, baldness and receding hairlines and going grey, you know what I mean? You know, us women have enough to put up with, we aren't having that to contend with, and you know, receding hairlines and baldness and you name it. So, you know, we all have us crosses to bear and everything, so, you know, just saying. But yeah, we've just been on about, you know, what Chris can put on his because he's got a bald patch. He's not quite lost it all just yet, but you know,
get another 6 months, he'll be gone.
Yeah, I mean, his dad's bald and his granddad were bald as well, so He's sort of on the slippery slope, let's just say.
I ain't bothered if it goes bald, it goes bald.
Well, this is it.
It's
Some ladies go bald to mind. Hey, I tell you something. I'm going to tell you a funny story now.
Uh-oh.
Can you remember when I used to take Callum to that nursery in Sutton?
Yeah.
Anyway, we were on bus this particular day, and this woman sat in front of it, commando even. You're talking about a different kind of baldness there, Wakey, but hey ho. Try to tell a funny story here. So we're on bus. Callum was sat at the side of me, and because he had learning difficulties, and we knew at a young age that he'd got learning difficulties. They started him at nursery a bit sooner than what he would normally. So anyway, me and Callum sat Brazilian, don't that's Wakey. So we sat on bus this particular day, and this woman sat in front of us, and let's say she'd got like a bit of a bit of growth on her top lip. Putting it politely, she got some growth on her top lip. So anyway, Callum being Callum, and I mean, Hazy can resonate with me. If anything, they're honest and they say what they think. So we sits there on bus. This woman sits in front of us with this, bit of a growth on her top lip. So Callum sits there and he goes, "Mom," I says, "What?" He says, "Why's that woman got a moustache?" Right at top of his voice, so all bus could hear him.
Everybody just trying to
I didn't know where to put my son. I don't know about woman that you were talking about. Mum, why's that woman got a moustache? I went, "Callum, shh. Mate, half at bus had heard it already."
Oh.
I think them in upstairs could have heard it as well. But just say it, Tash. Yeah, well, she got some hairs on the top lip, and Callum. Did she have a walk with a big long hair in it too? I don't know. I couldn't know where to put my face, Wakey, after he'd said it.
You can have a look.
Oh dear. But you know what I mean? Anybody that knows that got like a toddler, they just say it. They don't think about what they're saying. They just come out with it. Gordo's Gillette, the best a gran can get. But yeah, asking me why that woman had got a moustache, I don't know. But I mean, in one respect, I wanted to laugh.
I did.
You know what I mean? I wanted to laugh, but in next respect, I wish Grandad had opened up and swallowed me, because he said it really loud. You know what I mean? I were embarrassed, and I felt like laughing at the same time, because it just comes straight out with it. You can always rely on a toddler for being that sort of observant, if you know what I mean. Oh dear. But yeah, too many Boddingtons. But no, Lexi came out with some the other day. Not sure if I've mentioned it, but yeah, I mean, Hazy knows what I'm talking about. They've got no qualms at just coming straight out and saying it. You know what I mean? And Callum were no exception when he were a toddler. You know what I mean? They say what they're thinking, basically. But oh God, I didn't know where to put myself when. But he couldn't have said it quietly. Sort of, "Mum, why's that woman got a moustache?" He didn't. He said it at the top of his voice. So Gordo, just before we go, then tell us what Lexi come out with other day. I still do it now.
That wakey.
Yeah, no, easy. But the thing is, as you sort of get older, you sort of bite your tongue a bit and sort of skirt round it a little bit, you know. I mean, but kids, they just come straight out and say what they're thinking, you know what I mean? And that's the joy of, you know, of being a toddler. Mrs. G was out shopping with her. They came across two ladies in burqas. She looked up and says, "Why are they dressed up?" I think you did, Gordo. Dressed up in burqas, and he says, "Are they dressed up for Halloween?" Oh dear. But this is the thing, you know. I mean, they say what they're thinking. You know, they don't sort of pussyfoot around it. They just come straight out and say it. When my cousin's granddaughter was 2, we were in a taxi coming back from town when she pointed at the driver and said, "He's egg and spoon." I said, "He's got a bald head." Oh dear, but some of the things that when they're toddlers, that what they come out with, you know, half the time you want to hang your head in shame, and 2, you know, you can't help laughing at some of the things that they say. But when Callum did that, though, I wanted to laugh, but she was sat in front, seat in front of me, so I couldn't laugh, but I wanted to. You know what I mean? But it was one of them cases, you know, you have to tell them off for saying what they do, but in another breath, you want to laugh. Right, guys, I've been going on 2 hours, so I'm going to shut it down now. So I want to thank everybody for coming in. I've had a whale of a time. You've cheered us all up no end. You know, we've had a laugh. We all sort of a bit down in dumps, peed off, call it what you like. But I love that we've got this community, and you know, and we can, you know, support each other and, you know, cheer each other up. Hey, up. It says hello and goodbye. Sorry, Steve, about that. I'll be doing like the baking stream tomorrow. I'm making 15-minute no bake Malteser bars. So if you want to come in and have a look how we make it, Tracy's joining me. So yeah, but just before you all go, don't apologize, Steve. There'll be an extra. When my cousin, who is now nearly 50, was a toddler, my aunt left him in the bath to answer the door. He started screaming, so she raced back to find. We'll just see what Wakey's got to put before we go, because I'm sitting on edge of my seat here waiting to find out what he had done a turn in the bath, and the more he kicked out, the more it came towards him. You see, this is what I'm saying about we've all had a laugh, and that is cheered me up no end. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I've got an extra one baking live stream this week for Friday, an Halloween special, chocolate spiderweb donuts, and pumpkin chocolate chip pumpkin muffins. So I'll see you all on the next one. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye. Move over Jaws.